And while we get it checked out, you can do it without a shout. With the magnet. It's the magnet. Like I was saying, I got this for being a magnificent host for the beginnings of greatness. Thank you. It's our first award. And I'll set it right here to be treasured forever. Ooh, look who's walking on up. It's our good friend Joey Livingston. Dun, 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 dun.
I don't know if I want to. I don't know if I want to continue.
You seem tired, flustered, agitated. You seem hot. Hot under the collar, Joey. Looks
I just
like
want to
he's all
remind
bothered.
everybody that this show is called The Beginnings of Greatness.
Exactly, and crew
It's
members
not called
mess
that
up.
for no reason, Matt.
No, that's correct.
It's called that because this show is the standard.
The gold standard of the
For all
NCG
of the shows.
network. Every show you see on here, we are the model for their show, and we do not like it when crew members mess up on our show.
Crew member.
Crew member, one singular. Crew member messed it up.
We were supposed to get started on this show 8 minutes ago.
And check this out. When other people do their shows, we're back there right on time. Boom, clickety boom, clickety boom, clickety.
Oh, right
Bringing
on
them in,
time,
putting
on
them
time,
out. Bringing
on
them in,
time,
putting
every
them out.
time.
You see them with your eyes. It's a good show. It's a good show. Yes, it is.
We get up here.
All goes to just a
And crew
mythical
member-
hell.
He doesn't care.
He doesn't care about what we think.
Crew member doesn't care. Crew member!
Crew member don't care. Crew member never cares about it. It's okay, Joseph.
I never do this in front of people. I never do this in front of people.
Hang in there. Hang in there.
Stop filming me!
No, it's a magnifying. It's not you.
Stop it.
Hip, 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 hip.
All right.
Now we're back
I
with
gotta get pumped up. I
satisfaction.
gotta get focused.
Now we're back. Back.
All right. Here we go. Let's get it started. Let's get it started.
Right.
Let's get it started. Let's get it started.
All right.
Hey,
My
words,
name is
words.
Matt. Yeah.
No.
You want the real words?
No, that's not how you do it. You do.
Let's
the
get it started. Hey, let's get it started. All right. Let's get it
Keep going.
started. Okay.
All right.
Let's get it started. All right. Here we go. Let's
This
start it.
is
All right.
T-Bong.
Let's get it
T-Bong
started.
is a show. This is T-Bong. T-Bong is a show. It's a late show, no sound. It's a late show, no sound, but it's a show. It's a show. Respect. 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 Boom.
That's what we were trying to do.
That's
You
right.
messed it up. You messed it up. You messed it up.
See what you messed up, crew member?
I don't even know if we'll get another award like this next year.
What is that? What's that award?
This was an award that
Crew member punished you when you screamed into the microphone.
that I got when
Did you notice that?
turn me up. Turn me up. Turn. I can't even. All right, this is an award we got for being magnificent hosts for
Why
the
didn't I know about
beginnings
this?
of greatness.
Why didn't I know about this?
I wanted to surprise you. It came in the mail 2
Is
days
it
ago.
for me?
Both of us.
Oh, okay. Where's our name?
I think we got to send it back, and then they'll etch it, engrave it.
How much is it for free?
Not the engraving. This was for
Obviously.
free, but we have to put our own engraving on there.
Let's see.
Doesn't cost much. 50
It
cents.
says here that the same company that sent this to us will engrave it for $500.
That's not a bad idea. We
Matthew,
can do it.
Is this a scam? Is this really an award that we won?
Well, they said it was an award that we won, but
Are you being scammed? Did this come from?
It came from some type of academy.
Did this come from a prince in South Africa?
Yes, his name was Adabu.
And
He sounded like a very nice man.
did you respond to an email before he sent this to you?
Yes, he sent me an email that said, "Congratulations, you've won." So I replied back, "Awesome, what'd I win? And here's my address. Send me what I won."
Did you? Thank you, crew member. Sometimes crew member is very, very helpful.
And then this came in the mail.
Did you give this person your account number?
Just my checking, not my savings. And then we got this, and I thought I'd surprise you with it. And all we got to do now is give them $500 more, and they'll engrave it. But we got to ship it back to them, and that's going to cost $300. And then another $300.
Have you ever had a Red Bull?
To get it shipped back? I have had a Red Bull.
Okay. You're my brother. We can share germs. Take a drink of my Red Bull.
Smells like pickles. Because that's what it is. That's pickle juice, my friends.
Crew member thinks crew member is funny.
Mm-hmm. Thinks they real funny.
You know what? We get up here every week and we put our neck out. We take risks. We make ourselves vulnerable.
And during the week, we're just pounding it out,
And
trying to come up with some stuff to say.
We treat crew member well.
Very well. Lots of respect.
And I asked for one thing. I asked for Red Bull.
And what'd you get?
And crew member puts pickle juice in a can and gives it to me.
It's not right at all. You got a can of pickle juice. When you were parched, you wanted a Red Bull. She gave you some pickle juice.
Some pickle juice.
She gave you a bunch of pickle juice.
Some pickle juice.
That pickle juice was strong, too.
Don't be giving me no pickle juice, crew member. Now this one
That better be the right.
unopened. Did you waste a Red Bull? Those things are expensive. You owe me $5.
$5.
You owe me $5.
$5. How's that one?
When I was
Let me get a taste of that one too.
I gotta taste this one.
Little girl.
Later we'll kiss.
It smells like vinegar. But it's Red Bull.
That's Red Bull. That's the stuff.
It gives you wings.
By the way, I might have strep throat.
That's okay.
Okay, so
Nothing wrong with
when
a
I
little
was
strep throat. What's a little strep throat among friends?
when I was 18, I worked at a restaurant called Super Onion Burger.
Super Onion Burger.
Yeah. Excellent burgers. They would take like shredded onions and put it on a raw meat patty and grill the onions into the meat. It's delicious.
Sounds great.
So one night I was in the back washing dishes, closing
Right.
the place.
Were you by
and
yourself?
no, I was working with a good friend who actually got me the job, and it was just him and I. So it was time to partay. You know.
Ooh, nice.
So I was back there, and at Super Onion Burger they have a buffet of condiments.
Ooh,
Yeah.
like pickles.
Yeah, like buckets full of
And,
pickles, buckets full of lettuce,
nice.
buckets full of tomatoes.
Ham. Them cubed hams. cubed ham?
I don't think so. It wasn't like a salad bar.
Ah.
It was like hamburger toppings. Yeah. So I'm back there, and there is this cup full of pickle juice that had been dumped from one of the buckets. And so I was thinking to myself, I bet you that I could take a big gulp of this pickle juice, but I'll bet you that my friend couldn't.
Right.
So I dared him to drink the pickle juice. I said, I dare you to drink this pickle juice.
I double dog dare you to drink this pickle
And he
juice.
said, I will not. At which point I said, I will double dog dare you. He still did not accept, and I really, really wanted him to drink the pickle juice.
What'd you do?
So I said, I will drink the pickle juice if you will drink the pickle juice.
Right.
And he said, okay. Now, he's a good friend of mine, so I know that he will make good on his word. All right.
Okay.
All right. So this story doesn't end in him, like screwing me over. Yeah, not drinking the pickle juice. Okay.
Around the set.
All right. So I prepare myself because pickle juice is very, very tart.
Yeah, I just realized that.
Yeah.
Still tastes
Yes.
burns right here.
Yeah. It's inhumane to make somebody drink pickle juice. Yeah. Like they can go to the hospital. Right. It's that kind of stuff. All right. So I rear back, take a breath, I gird my loins, and I take a big old swallow, and it goes down. As it's going down, I realize this is jalapeno juice.
Ooh, that'll burn the outside from inside.
For those who don't know, jalapeno juice is way, way worse than pickle juice.
Way worse than pickle juice.
Exactly.
I agree with you on that.
So as it's going down, two thoughts occur to me. Oh my God, this is going to burn my guts out. And number two, I cannot let this show on my face because my friend still needs to drink it.
Right.
So I do my best to compose myself, and I just, with my poker face, I hand the cup to my friend. But he must have saw something in my face because he backed up like this. And my friend was not the kind of person who would not follow through on a dare, on a man dare.
Right.
Yeah. So
word is bond.
That's right.
Word is
that's
bond.
Right. Elvin sido perfecto.
Yeah.
So he sensed something, and he didn't drink the juice. And he caught on. I was hoping to trick him.
So he knew. He found out right away it was not pickle juice. That I do not need to be drinking this. Something.
He sensed it.
Bad is going to happen to Joey.
He saw something like like a bead of sweat coming. Like an eye, like twitching. Yeah.
And then tell us how that felt on its way out of your body. What was that experience like?
I think I blanked it out, to be honest. I don't remember.
Did you black out from
I can tell you, generally speaking, that very spicy food does not feel good coming out. Yeah.
I know, but I can't. I've experienced that, eating spicy food.
Oh, like drinking concentrated jalapeno juice.
Right. What is that like?
Well, maybe one day we'll find out, Matthew.
Maybe one day we'll find out on the show together.
It's like have a 3-hour show where we started drinking a whole cup of jalapeno juice.
And by the end of the show,
and then see who can sit up here for the longest.
See who can sit up here for the longest without going to the toilet that will be right here.
I don't think we would do
that. Right there with a curtain around it and a microphone.
And a microphone in the curtain. Like a boom mic coming over.
Boom mic coming in.
And the person who has to go in there has they have to promise that when they go in there they have to narrate how they feel.
That's gonna be tough, but
it's quite warm.
Oh my God, it's ripping me out. That's the only thing I could think of when I was when I would be in there.
All right. It's time once again to play a shorter game of Great or Not Great.
Great or
Remember,
not
titles please.
Great.
This episode of Great or Not Great is also brought to you or made possible once again by regrettablemusic.com.
check those guys out at regrettablemusic.com.
That's
They
right.
got a lot of funny stuff over there.
Great album covers.
Thanks to you
You
guys.
can contribute your own commentary, just like we're doing here.
It's funny
But
stuff.
you'll have to type it instead of speak it.
Yeah, check it out. You can still be real funny with typing. I saw a
That's
couple
right.
of their laughed.
Here is our first album cover.
Rocky Graziano Maharaji Yogurt. All right. I'm going to let you take the lead on this one. I said the title.
Well, my first question is, are we confident what is coming out of the bottom of his toga there? Is that a knee? Are we sure it's a knee?
Can you zoom in? I'm only wearing one contact today.
Is it a knee or an old stomach?
Or is it a nub? Is it?
Oh, wait a minute. This
Can
is
you
not working
zoom
correct.
in?
Hold on. It decided to not let me once again. Turn that back on. Try that again. And a little zoom.
All I want to do is zoom,
What is
zoom,
that?
zoom.
What is that thing?
That is gotta be. All right, there's a couple options. One is that's his right leg tucked under his left leg, but that it
That's
looks too.
possible.
Look at his left leg. Scan over, please. His left leg looks pretty big, right?
Yeah.
And then the leg that's under that leg looks small, like a baby doll leg. Maybe
A
that's
baby
why
doll.
he has it tucked under, because he's embarrassed of his baby doll leg.
That could be it. What instrument is this?
That is a sitar. I think.
Is it a sitar?
I think it is.
No, that's a
No, that's a
didgeridoo.
yeah. This is bang 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 bang. Kind of like that. Kind of like if you're in a Japanese restaurant, the music you hear in the background.
I see.
I
was trying to do that, but it ended up sounding like a didgeridoo.
Oh, did you did a very fine didgeridoo. Let me tell you. That is very meditative, and I liked it.
I was thinking of making an album.
Called Joey Livinstanio Maharaji Didgeridoo. Maharaji Medu Yogurt. Then we'll put you in that same pose.
I'm just going to call it yogurt.
Yeah. Joey Livingston presents yogurt.
And it would be a picture of me wearing a shirt that was a little too short. And here I would just Photoshop in the top of some yogurt.
I'd like that.
Yeah.
I'd like to see that. Like you standing in a big tub of yogurt and with a little shirt on. And then like rubbing it with where your little shirt wouldn't cover.
Oh, well, I wasn't going to stand in the yogurt.
Oh.
And I was definitely going to have like pants on.
But the Photoshop part would make you look like you were standing in the yogurt?
It would look like my tum-tum was made of yogurt.
Oh, no, I see.
Yeah.
And then you could be eating the yogurt with a spoon, like have a spoon and then have
That could be the music video.
Yeah, and then have a hair in the one in the spoon. And then it'll be one of those reflective CD cases where that's
Or like it animates when you turn it.
right.
They
see you with the spoon of yogurt, and then they turn it, and the yogurt's in your mouth.
Gotcha. And then the next one, I'm smiling, and there's a hair coming out in between.
There's a hair coming out.
That's gross.
Okay, this guy is.
Is he great or not great? Make sure crew member didn't come in up here and switch my Red Bull again.
I'm gonna say he is great. First of all, because he knows how to play the sitar, and I heard that's a pretty tough instrument. Would like to say his clothing style goes with his name. Yogurt.
Is this clothing? Is this clothing?
Or is that just him?
No, I mean it could just be a sheet draped over him.
Oh. Yeah. It's not a toga.
Your response was, oh.
Like, it's not a toga. He just woke up out of bed with
Right.
his sitar. Yeah.
Like
But what makes him great, I think, is he wakes up out of bed singing a song.
Yeah, like he has a sitar like by him, and he's like,
he wakes up.
and like when his alarm goes off, he's like, okay. Now, question: what's with the boxing gloves?
Is that what that is?
Yes, those are boxing
from
gloves.
From far away, I thought it was a bushel of plums.
Crew member, make sure that you remove the titles this week, please. During this segment, we don't have to have regrettable music up there the whole time.
Get those titles out of the way.
Last week, crew member blocked all kinds of important things with titling, including Swamp Dog's Felly.
Oh man, you messed it up. Man. Shit. You messed that junk up.
All right. So what is up with the boxing gloves? Why? How does that fit in with the theme here? What's going on?
I have no idea.
Rocky.
Rocky.
Guys.
Was this guy? But
Hilarious.
Was this guy an actual fighter back in the day, and then converted, and then tried to make a crossover album? I've heard of Rocky Marciano, Rocky Graziano. Maybe it's his uncle, cousin. We'll have to do some research on that.
I'm going to say not great. It's not a great joke, boxing gloves, Rocky.
But I'm going to have to do some more research. Because
you think he was actually a boxer?
Could be. They was doing a lot of weird stuff back then. That they'd box and
All
become
right.
real famous to make albums. I'm going to say for right now, great. But if that's a bad joke about boxing gloves because his name's Rocky, I'm thinking this came out before the movie Rocky came out. What do you think?
I think it probably did.
Next. Addiction. Get hooked.
Yeah.
Now, these four ladies here.
Are these ladies?
Are
these ladies?
Yeah.
Okay.
These four women here are okay. Addiction, get hooked. They're acting like they're a drug. Once you listen to their music, you're gonna get all fist pumping and can't listen to anything else but their music. That one lady needs to shave a little bit right here. She's got a little happy trail going on. And then they got the lightning in the background. That's your generic album cover, lightning.
So what's the theme here? Get hooked on addiction.
Get hooked on addiction.
Addiction. It's very addictive.
Oh, addiction. It'll get you.
Watch out for addiction.
It'll get you.
That is some bad stuff. You do not use addiction.
Can we get a zoom in on these ladies?
Do you prefer one of these ladies?
Let's go from left to right.
You like the one on the far left?
Yeah.
That's your lady right there.
A little masculine for me.
She's looking at you quite coyly.
Hey, little lady. Nah, she's too masculine for me. Next is...
So you
this one's a little more...
take them one by one to find out one that's not quite so masculine.
Right. This one's a little more dainty. But I don't... Some people like it. I don't. The little hair right there. Can you zoom in on that?
I don't really want to zoom in on that.
But that's not for me, really. All right. The next person...
The next individual
looks like the dude from Scott Bakula.
The next sexually ambiguous individual
Looks like the guy from Quantum Leap.
He does look like Scott Bakula.
Sure.
You're right.
Yeah, he does. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
No hair. So right now that's the number one.
But Scott Bakula's cool.
That's true.
That's the last time you compare Mr.
Well, I'm saying in the face it looks like Scott Bakula. All right, and the last one. that lady's, I don't know, she got a big forehead or something.
Hey, lady.
Hey, lady, what's your number? I want to get addicted to you.
Did you know that last week our audio was like a second and a half or like 3 seconds out of sync?
Yeah, I watched it. Yeah.
Oh, you watch your shows after they're done? Are you your biggest fan?
No, what happened was Dr. Jones posted a link in Grace Nations.
Yeah.
Then
You're
I
like,
clicked it.
I gotta watch that.
I clicked it to see how it would look, and it was just way off. I don't know why he picked that, but he did. You gotta love him.
Addiction. Get hooked. Is this great or not great?
Not great.
Now, are you just saying that because you're afraid if you admit that it's great that somebody might read more into it than...
No, I'm saying that it's not great because I couldn't find a lady on there that caught my fancy. I'm saying it's not great because it has those generic lightning graphics, and Addiction Get Hooked. They are a little cocky by saying that we're going to get addicted to their music. It's a little cocky, if you ask me. What do you think? What are you thinking?
I think these ladies are a little cocky. And for that reason, I'll say not great. Let's go to the next one.
Not great.
All right.
Now, this lady here.
This is not a lady.
No, this is not a lady.
It's
This
clearly
is a grown
not a
man
lady.
here.
This guy, he's got it going on.
Roy Head. Ahead of the time. Is that what it says?
Yes.
Ahead of the game.
That's
Ahead
what it
of the
says.
time. Look at his hair fluff up there.
First of all, let's examine this hair. See if we have any bugs. Or
Any bed bugs in your hair, Roy?
Oh, all right, we're good.
The name's not Roy. Boy. It's Roy. Is he smoking? Can you zoom in on the smoking apparatus?
Are we trying to find out what kind of cigarette he
Yeah, I
smokes?
see a filter there.
Yes.
Looks like probably a Marlboro.
Now, you would think that if a guy was wanting to look all James Dean, that he would roll his own. What do you think?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. He'd have a filterless cigarette. A cigarette.
A cigarette.
A cigarette. That's a nice pinky ring.
Yeah, what's up with that? Looks like he won the Super Bowl or something.
Yeah, it looks like a small hubcap on top of a ring setting.
Or like a space communicator.
What does he got? Does he got sunglasses in his head, or is that just price tag?
That's just the price tag. He's $10.
Now I wonder if the price tag is on the album, or if the price tag is in his head, and then they took a picture of it.
Yeah, I think he's $10.
I think he was like, flat rate, no matter what year, no matter how good or bad this record does, I'm putting this in my hair so everybody knows it's $10.
Roy Head, $10.
Roy Head, ahead of my time by putting my price right on the line. Flat tax, Roy Head gives it back.
Now,
What's going on with your phone?
yeah, that's right. $5 if you can name the group.
Me? That would be Monty Python.
I already told you.
What?
That's cheating.
Spam a
You
lot.
didn't know
spam
that.
a lot.
It's not from Spam
Spam
a
a
lot.
lot.
Be quiet.
Spam a lot.
Okay,
Spam
so
a
great
lot.
or not great?
Not great, because he's got those choppers. He put the price tag in his head, which I think was a dumb idea. His pinky ring is pretty cool, but not cool enough, and his cigarette is tacky. What do you think?
I think great. Because,
Please explain.
you know, George Clooney had to start somewhere. And, you know, even if it was a failed album, even if he had to change his name because it was so humiliating. You know, everybody has to start somewhere, even if they're going to fail. And I think that it's great that George Clooney
started out as Roy
tried.
Head.
He tried.
Yeah.
He tried.
But I don't know. I think it's not great because he didn't use his real name.
Tell me that is not George Clooney.
I mean, it looks like George Clooney, but obviously it's Roy Head.
Yeah.
In the eyes, it looks like
you're scrap iron.
In the eyes, it looks like I know, but I don't. But on this show, where
That's George
I'm
Clooney.
seen in the public,
That's George Clooney.
Rhodes.
Great actor. Moving on.
David Soul. How can you tell you got it?
What's the last one? We did Roy Head. No, we should stop there. Should we save this one?
Unless you want to do like a
It's not a surprise anymore. Lightning round. Quick one. David
right.
Soul.
How can you tell you got it? You can tell you got it by looking out the window, and if the reflection comes back on you on the left side of your face is red, then you know you got it.
Depressed, emotional, dramatic, soulful. David Soul. Great or not great?
Great.
Why?
Because he's looking outside in the rain, reflecting on what he's done throughout his life, and he just wants to know if he's got that loving feeling. And I believe he does, and for that, it is great. David Soul, great or not great?
Interesting. Not great because I don't know what it is that I need to tell if I got. I don't get it, therefore I can't tell.
You don't get it, so
or I
you
don't
can't
got
tell
it.
You
I
don't
guess,
got it, so you can't
whoa.
tell it.
I just got it. That I can tell that I don't got it because I don't get it. All right. That's it. Did you want to come up here, crew member?
Crew member, come on up.
All right. Crew member's trying to be funny.
Come on up and do that. That'll be funny. All right, here we go. Here's coming up. We got a special guest named crew member number 8.
We had one more very funny one, but
what time is it?
it is 4:38.
4:38.
I don't want to just do great or not
I
great
know.
through our whole show.
Yeah. Yeah.
We have a request from a commenter. You know what we're going to do with that, don't you? Comment gobbler. Comment gobbler. Because we don't take requests. This is The Beginnings of Greatness is a cutting edge, non-interactive program.
Your comment tastes good in my belly.
That's right. Your comments go to the comment gobbler. How do you like that? That was
How do you like them Apple Jacks?
That was my wife that made that comment.
Your comment just
that's how
got
committed
gobbled up.
I am to our show. That's right. No comments, including from the wife.
Including from
Don't
your
take any
wife.
comments from any of your 4 wives. Promise me.
I promise.
None of the members of Addiction.
Nope, I will not, because they're too hairy. They won't get near me or my belly. Boom, 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 boom. Wham, wham. Any more comments I can gobble up?
Well, I just had a completely independent idea.
All right.
Has nothing to do with the comments. Just comes into my mind. These things just come to me. I was thinking that we should have a Halloween show. We'd already talked about a Halloween show.
Next week that'll be the 28th.
Yes, I believe so.
All right, it's going to be
correct.
We want to have like a big show. Let's have a big Halloween show.
But here's my idea.
What's
Came
your
from
idea
this
for the
noggin.
Halloween show?
My idea is that we let our audience vote on what they want us to dress up as for Halloween this week.
Okay.
On Facebook.
All right, so are there going to be you're going to make a poll with a few and they're going to vote on it?
Yes, but the theme is great or not great album covers.
Gotcha.
We dress up like one of them. What do you think? Can we do that?
I think
Are
we
you
can do that.
on board with that?
I'm on board, but listen here, ladies. Where's my camera? Listen here, ladies.
The camera's right there.
I know that
Because crew member doesn't want to zoom in on you.
you probably want to see me dressed up as either what's a Siki, the Great Siki, or the Yogurt Man, but that's not happening. I do not get down with the fleshy tone of Halloween these days by these youngsters walking around.
You're not going to show any skin. You're not showing any skin for Halloween.
I'll show a little skin.
Maybe an ankle.
Maybe an ankle. Maybe a cankle.
Maybe a cankle.
Maybe a cankle. But
That's a comment.
that one went down tough. Need a pop for that.
That one was covered in pickle juice.
That one got my pickle juice riled up. So is it going to be out of the categories
The ones we've already covered?
Already showed?
Yes. Yeah. You cannot go to regrettablemusic.com and select at random because that would give you way too much liberty. There's some
sick stuff on there.
That's right. Regrettablemusic.com it's a scary, lonely place to be.
And I'm thinking I'm already regrettable for choosing a couple of them and putting them on the show because I don't want to dress up like those people that are weird. Like those people that you had me going with that album cover. It just popped in my head with the Great Siki. Anyway.
I gotta give you another one.
Let me see who that's from.
Just dude.
That one went down hard. Looking through our new cam, our toilet roll cam.
Toilet roll cam.
Looking through our new cam, our toilet roll cam. Our toilet roll cam catches all the major shots. Our toilet roll cam catches it while it's hot. Our toilet roll cam catches lots of dirty people. Our toilet roll cam makes you see no evil. Our toilet roll cam, our toilet roll cam. Our toilet roll cam is the best one in the land.
Love our toilet roll cam.
I just heard a comment. Gobbled up. You can't run your comments by me. You can't run your comments by me.
All right. That's all the time we have for the beginnings of greatness.
We'll see you next week on our big Halloween show.
Now it's time to go. Glad you watched our show. Tune in next week when you'll see Matt's cheeks, the ones on his face, never below, the ones on his face. And that's the end of our show.
Bye, everybody. Y'all have a real good time out there. Buckle up when you're out there driving, and don't drive too fast when you're drinking. Say hello to everybody for me.
You're creepy.
Christians. It wasn't the Jews who started writing these crazy theologies. Those people called pagans started writing these theologies well before any of the Jews ever started writing anything. The horrible thing is, they all basically say the same kind of junk. They all suggest that we need a Savior. I'm simply saying that we don't need anyone to save us from our Father. He's good. He didn't create a world in which man messed it up and then God had to react to our mess-ups. That's not what He created. He created a place in which imperfection was just part of the process.